Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and then we can carry on with this video. I'm joking. No, but like, for real. Just come join the fam, you know? But yes, for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday hair and makeup routine, how I get these curls and how I maintain them. And yeah, this is basically my everyday slash go-to look, something that's really like glowy, full coverage, but subtle. If I just want to be glam, but like not too much glam. Say I have plans later on to go like, I don't know, to a dinner or a party or an event, and I don't want to do anything dramatic or too much, I already know I'm going to do this look. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If you guys want to see how I achieve this everyday look, then just keep watching. I just want to make a quick little disclaimer throughout the video. Like, my lights have just been playing with me and I'm like this close to wanting to refilm the entire thing, but I don't think it's that bad or that serious. It's just the perfectionist in me that's like really bothering me. I'm just hoping it's just me, that it's not that bad. But yeah, so now we can get into the video. Alright, so I start off by curling my hair from the night before, and this is just the most important part for me because this allows me to put flexi rods in my hair after curling it, and when I wake up we have some big, juicy, voluminous curls. So let's just get into this hair real quick, you guys. And I'm dancing and I was so tired, so this hair is from Beauty Forever, and this is their Brazilian natural wave texture. The frontal is a body wave texture because unfortunately they do not have natural wave frontals. So I just always get the body wave frontals, and it's not really an issue for me because most of the time when I style my hair, I'm using heat. I'm either straightening it or curling it, so you don't really see, you know, the texture. The only time it kind of, you know, is a little bit off is when I wash the hair, and then of course the frontal is body wave when wet, and then the rest of the bundles are natural wave when wet. Other than that, it's okay. So I'm detangling my hair, and I did have a little bit of tangling with this hair, and as you guys can see, I hate how the hair always gets caught behind my cartilage piercing. It's so annoying because it hurts so bad, and I've had this piercing for years. It's just always gonna be annoying. But I was just showing you guys my frontal because I was really digging my hair. So I'm gonna start off with sectioning off my hair, and I'm also going to detangle those smaller sections just so that, you know, we don't have any issues when we're curling and have any knots and stuff like that. So to curl my hair, I'm going to be using my good old flat iron. Yes, the same one that I told you guys that I was tired of and to send me suggestions. I'm still using this one. It's still here, and actually I think it was just the way I was using it before, because lately how I've been curling my hair, it's been coming out pretty much exactly how I want. The curls have been on point, and the straightener's been doing a really good job. I haven't really been having an issue with that, but I guess in terms of like straightening my natural hair, I still need a better straightener. Also, I think it's very important that I let you guys know I'm curling my hair away from my face. I pretty much always curl my hair away from my face. It just, especially going up to the top where you get the bangs, it's going to give you that look that you're going for. If you curl your hair towards your face, it's going to look very off. It's really hard to explain, but we're just not going to get that bombshell look that we're trying to go for. So curl away from your face. So the lengths that I have in my hair are a full bundle of 24 inches, then half a bundle of 24 inches, half a bundle of 22 inches, and then the 18-inch frontal. And my hairstylist usually does my hair like this. The last time I went to her for an install, she used about the same amount of hair as well. I think she might have used a little less this time, so I've actually been contemplating if I should add in a few more tracks or not. I think over time, as you know, the hair gets a little bit more, not stale, but stale, and it gets like a little bit more flatter, less body. I think I might add in like 2 tracks or so, but for now it's really good. And for shedding, I will say that the hair does shed, but it's nothing too crazy, and that also is always going to depend on how you cut the wefts, because the last time my hairstylist installed it, I got so much shedding, it was crazy. And I knew it had to be because of the way she cut the wefts, because I've used this hair so many times and I've never had shedding like that. When I tell you guys, there was hair in my bed, on my floor, in my car, it was everywhere, and it was just driving me nuts. So just keep in mind, you know, when you cut wefts, you know, depending on how you cut it, correctly or not, or messy, it's really going to make or break how much shedding you're going to get. The pros and cons on this hair. I will say for the pros, the curl pattern is gorgeous when you first get the hair, and even after, once you wet the hair. I will say though, with that, as a con, I find that this texture, the natural wave, has a little bit more tangle than usual. The Brazilian body wave texture is a lot silkier, like super silky. I barely ever get any tangles with that hair texture. And then also, because they do not have any frontals with the Brazilian natural wave texture, I have to use a body wave, as I previously mentioned, so that's a little bit annoying. But like I said, if you're like me and you're just usually styling with heat products and tools, then it's really not an issue at all. And then lastly, the shedding, which I previously mentioned. It's nothing too crazy, but you know, it's still there. So once you're done curling your hair, it should look something like this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my good old, when I say good old, these are quite old, my Flexi Rods, and I literally have like 8 or 9 pieces, and this lasts me for my whole head, which I think is just amazing. I'm so happy I don't have to use a bunch. So I'm literally just wrapping the hair around the Flexi Rod, and believe it or not, I just learned how to properly use Flexi Rods 2 months ago. So if you didn't already know, like me, then I will explain this. If you already know, then you obviously don't care about how I'm explaining it. But the trick is, once you finish rolling it all the way to the roots, or as close to the roots as you'd like, you just bend each end of the Flexi Rods opposite to the direction that you folded the other one. So one goes to the front, one goes to the back. And trust me, you are going to struggle with some. Some are going to come loose or just hang down and be sloppy, and you're gonna have to do it again. And it's gonna be annoying, but just remember, it's all worth it, because when you take these things out the next day, your hair is gonna be shapoppin', okay? Like, I have a newfound love for Flexi Rods, and yeah. These are my ish, and I'm literally, you guys, I'm literally only using like 4 on each side. I do big pieces, and the dark green ones are slightly smaller, so I use like 3 at the bottom, and then for the top I use 1 blue one for the bang area. I actually lost one of the blue ones, so I have 3, so I'll have, you know, depending on what side I feel needs more of the bigger Flexi Rods, I'll do 2 blues at the top and then another 2 green at the bottom. So once we got all those Flexi Rods in, we're just gonna say a prayer for my neck real quick, because it's not comfortable sleeping in these. But you know, the bigger picture is our hair's gonna be on point tomorrow, so who cares? Alright, so now it is day 2, and I'm definitely looking like somebody's auntie. I want to take these out, but I don't want the curls to drop that much. Like, sometimes I won't care to take them out, but like for this kind of look, this is the first time I'm curling it since I've gotten it installed. So we need these curls to have bounce and juice and the volume and the body. So I'm gonna leave the Flexi Rods in until after my makeup. By the way, I did not sleep that great because of these, but you know, it's all worth it in the end because my hair is gonna look bomb. But just know that when you, and I lost my bonnet too, so I was just like, yeah, my neck hurts right now, but it's cool. So I'm gonna start off with moisturizing my face. So I've been using this lately and I have really been liking it. This is the Ola Henriksen C Rush Brightening Gel Cream. I got this in PR about a week ago, and I've been using it every day since I've gotten it, and it's like, it's really good. So this is super moisturizing. I love this stuff. So I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm gonna apply that all over my face. This primer is new to my everyday routine, and I have been loving it. It's like the right amount of sticky. Like, you guys can see it's sticky, but it's not like super tacky. and then it's not like slippery. Like honestly, for my everyday routine for foundations, I sometimes switch it up and I alternate between different foundations. So for my current favorite everyday foundation, I mix the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in 370, and I use this in the shade Cadiz. For contouring, I actually have two favorite concealers right now. So I either use the LA Girl Concealer in Chestnut or the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Rich 75. This one is a lot darker, and also a little bit of this goes a very long way. I actually just realized that I forgot to set my smile lines, which I do in the beginning of my makeup after applying primer. Honestly, sometimes I forget. If I forget, then I just add a little extra setting powder to the smile lines area. I do forget sometimes, so it's not that serious, but I am extra annoyed because I'm filming and, you know, totally like skipped a step. But for concealer today, we are highlighting with the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. I'm in the color Medium Dark Warm. And let me tell you guys, this concealer is super full coverage. Like, super full coverage. Before switching to this concealer, I was using the ColourPop or the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And with those concealers, I would let them sit. First of all, I would apply those concealers first before contouring and let those sit. And then go ahead and do my contour and blend that out. And then go ahead and blend out the concealer, because it actually does make your concealer a little bit thicker and more full coverage, and it doesn't crease as much. However, with this concealer, I've tried that. It doesn't work for me. This concealer is so thick, you need to start blending this out like not too long after applying it. Honestly, like, it's super full coverage. It's super thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. I'm going to take a little bit more of that concealer and just apply that down the bridge of my nose. So now what I like to do is take my beauty blender and I'm going to clean up my contour. I'm literally just going to go in with whatever's left on my beauty blender and just put that under my cheekbones. Now we're gonna go ahead and set our face. So I'm using the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This is in the color Translucent Light. This powder is definitely up there for me. I really like it. So I apply it a bit under my eye area, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set those smile lines. And then also down the bridge of my nose a little bit. To set my cream contour for every day, I either alternate between the Ruby Kisses Mineral Powder in Honey Brown. Honestly, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you guys know this is my shit. I love this powder. I don't think I'll ever stop using this. And you can get this from the beauty supply store. I think it's like $5. Bomb, okay, bomb. Or I either use the It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics palette in Mocha. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. I think today we're gonna use BH Cosmetics today. So I'm gonna apply my contour with this A22 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I was using a fluffier one before, but this one gets right in those cheekbones, and yeah, it just keeps my face looking nice and snatched. Then I go in with that Cover FX setting powder and apply this underneath my cheekbones to clean up my contour. I'm gonna let that powder sit for just a bit, like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on these brows. And I'm gonna fill them in with the Benefit Cosmetics Ka-Brow in number 5. Right now, this is just what I've been liking the most on my brows. And then to clean up my brows, I just use the LA Girl Concealer in Medium Beige. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Fix Plus spray and just spray my face. So anyways, we're gonna go into the eyes. I'm just gonna take that LA Girl concealer and apply that to my eyelids. And then I'm going in with this A6 brush from ABH and I'm just gonna lightly blend that out. I'm gonna use orange soda all over my crease and then going in with burnt orange after. These shades are from ABH. This is a Soft Glam palette. Right before applying those shades, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my eyelids with the Cover FX setting powder. Going in with this A26 brush, I'm gonna apply orange soda first all over that crease. When I'm doing my go-to looks or rushing and I want to do a little glam, this is the look I do. I can literally do this eye look in, I think, like a minute. Literally, like 2 crease shades and my lid shade. I also kind of drag orange soda up to the brow bone to set that concealer as well. Going with that same brush, I'm applying burnt orange to that crease, and I'm using the same brush because sometimes it's just annoying using multiple brushes. I try to refrain from using hella brushes for my eye looks when I'm doing, like, you know, on the go everyday looks, because it just gets overwhelming, honestly. I try to stick to 1 to 2 brushes for the crease shades, or the same brush, and then obviously for the lid you use a flat eyeshadow brush. For my lid, I'm going to use the Master Palette by Mario by ABH. And can you guys guess which shade I'm going to use? Just take a guess. Just take a wild guess. I'm going to use this shade right here called Kim. I don't even know if I can show you guys the pigment because it's literally like, it is, she's done. She's done. So I'm just going to go in on my lid with that shade. And if anything, I think this shimmer out of all the colors that I use in this eye look has the most fallout. I don't get any fallout with orange soda or burnt orange, but with Kim sometimes I'll get a little bit of fallout. Yep, I'm already getting a little bit of fallout. You guys don't see it because it's not crazy, but like I can live with it. Okay, I'm gonna dust off the little fallout. Then we're gonna go back in with the MAC Fix Plus spray. For highlighting, I'm using my all-time fave. I cannot get enough of this highlighter. Some of you guys are probably tired of seeing me use this highlighter, but I'm sorry, I just can't get enough of it. This is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo in Mean Money and Hustler Baby, and I use Hustler Baby every day, almost every day, and I just love it so much. Moving on to lashes, I'm just going to apply some mascara. And no everyday look for me is complete without bottom mascara. Like, it's just like the cherry on top. Like, I stand for bottom mascara. I'm going to take this powdered blush duo from the new MAC and Patrick Star Floral Realness Spring Collection. This is from the Miso Chic bundle, and this is called I'm Not Blushing. You guys, this is like, I used this in my last video and I was in love. I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to apply that. So I'm going to take the MAC Cork Liner. And then for lips, I always do a glossy nude or a glossy pink. So today I'm going to use the NYX Pin Up Pout Lipstick in Silk and apply this. I know I'm looking like Dave Chappelle right now, so I'm going to go over that with Yash by MAC. And then I'm going to go on top of that with this Sigma Lip Vex in All Heart. You guys, this is my favorite lip gloss at the moment. It is just beautiful. It's just, it's like this really pretty, like, toffee brown, and it looks beautiful on top of, like, almost every lip combo I do. Like, anything neutral. I'm so happy I went to Marshall's that day and found it for $7, and it was the last one. And honestly, whenever I run out, I'm gonna order some more online. I'm probably gonna order like 3 or 4 because, like, yeah. So depending on how I'm feeling that day, I may or may not do an inner corner highlight. Most of the time I do feel like doing an inner corner highlight, so we're gonna go in with the MAC Melon Pigment. I have been using this little jar of pigment for, I don't even know, you guys, like like 2 years. It lasts me so long, and I've spilt like almost half of it, or like I've spilt like a quarter of it, and I still have a lot left. And what I like to do with this is spray my brush with some setting spray. I'm just gonna go in with this little brush. This is from the Vanity Planet brush set, which I will link down below if you guys are looking for an affordable brush set, because I do have a discount code. And I'm just gonna pop that right in the inner corner. This also gives it that like wet look as well, which I really like, aside from getting right in that spot. I used to apply this without setting spray, and it would just get like everywhere, and then it would make the highlight look messy and sloppy, and you don't want that. I'm feeling for a little bit of shimmer on the brow bone today, so I'm gonna highlight the brow bone with whatever's left on that brush. If I'm feeling for more of a peachier blush, I go in with the ABH Blush Trio in Peachy Love, which is what it looks like. I usually use the middle shade or this one, or I'll just mix them all together. It really doesn't matter, honestly. And just lightly apply that. Since I already have added blush from the MAC and Patrick Star duo, I don't want to apply too much. I just felt like I was missing a little bit of a little rosy touch. So, and then of course I just like to finish off with the Pixie Glow Mist. So now I can go ahead and take out these flexi rods. They are a little frizzy because I don't have my bonnet. I don't know where it is, so I'm just gonna lightly smooth it. But when you take out the flexi rods, this is what the curls look like, nice and bouncy. Y'all, this hair, these curls. Love it. I only get these kind of results with flexi rods, because when I curled my hair last night, as you guys saw, it was not like this. And then I just like to run my fingers through them first before, you know, like combing them. I don't comb them out, but like I like to blend them. I don't like the curls to look too perfect and like fresh. You know, to each his own. Some people might say I ruined the curls after using my wide tooth comb and combing them out, but that's just how I like my hair. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I literally just had to go run outside to get my comb because I left it in my car. So I just let the curls sit for a bit and then go through it with my wide tooth comb. If you guys are seeing little hands behind me or legs, it's because we have a visitor. Say hey guys.
Okay.
Look.
Hey.
Guys, my little cousin Mia. Look, what are you doing? What is that?
Dodo.
She's putting on some lip gloss. So another step I do sometimes is if the top of my hair isn't flat enough, like say you get like a fresh frontal done or fresh weave, if the top of your closure or frontal is like bumpy or like this, you can just go in with an iron, like the clothing iron, yes, the clothing iron, and just lightly put it on, or quickly because it gets really hot, and just put that on top of the hair, like at the top, and it will flatten it right out. I'm just gonna take my curling wand and use that to flatten the top of mine. I don't need the iron today because it's not that bad, but if it was like super bumpy, then of course I would need to use the iron. So we got that first side nice and flat. I'm literally just like pulling these back and running the curling wand over it careful not to burn yourself. It's starting to get really hot, and my thing's on 410 degrees. But I like to do that. It kind of gives it like a sleek look instead of it just being like that. Like, she did use a little bit of sheen and spray on the roots to give it that sleek look. So how I maintain it is just putting a little bit of heat on the roots and like slicking it so it looks nice and sleek. When I go to bed every night, I tie down my edges and the lace with this, because this is what she uses after she applies the frontal and styles everything. Kind of melt the lace in and just make sure everything sits and dries well so that it does not move. And then when I wake up, it's like super like melted in again. It gives it that like fresh look. Like, tying down your frontal every night is so crucial, and that's why I just try to avoid like messing it up by always making sure I'm tying it down and also not getting any foundation, like liquid foundation, up on the lace. She told me like I should try to use more powders. Of course I use liquid foundation, so I only bring my foundation up to about here, and or like I'll bring it up, but like I'll like really blend it out right in front of the lace so that it doesn't catch the lace, because once the liquid foundation starts touching the lace, it starts to show and then it doesn't look good. And you can, but you're gonna have to clean your frontal a lot more often, and I just don't really want to be doing that. So if you are like me and you don't have, either you don't have time or you don't have patience to deal with styling frontals and baby hairs, and you're getting your hair done professionally, just make sure you tie it down and just take care of your frontal, because these things are high maintenance and they can look crazy real fast. So yeah. Alright guys, so this is pretty much the finished look for my hair and makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. This is my everyday hair and makeup, and this is how I maintain my curls. So you guys already know tonight I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna have to put any heat in my hair for maybe like 2-3 days, just depending on how well I flexi rod my hair tonight. It is looking a little crazy right now because of the buildup of foundation on this baby hair, but it's okay. Like, I'm not gonna go see the queen right now, or Rihanna, or Beyonce, so we're Gucci. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. I don't know why I've been doing this lately. So I'll take these down. I'll just tell you guys about my hair. Ooh, I have lip gloss on my hands and it's getting in my hair.